A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be talking about certain energies that I've picked up. And there are people who have these type of questions that why this whole twin flame person or experience has appeared so late in their life. Now, when I say the word late, I mean to say after 28. Usually, twin flame experience happens after 28. After 28, it happens to most people, and I've said this in many videos in the past also. Now, why 28? Because 27, 28 is the time that is considered, that age bracket is considered the right time to get into the process of awakening energies due to our karmic connections. Because by the time you are 35, present life's karmic entanglements, karma with your family members and other people gets over. You have given or you have taken whatever you had to from this life or lessons, and usually all of this applies for people who are in the spiritual ascension journey. Twin flame also happens, or twin flame energy also happens to people who are in the spiritual ascension journey, and for most people who are in this experience, this is their last life on planet Earth, or such people reincarnate only once in a long time. In many yuga cycles they will appear only once. They always appear along with Vishnu and Lakshmi's energy, and either they appear in descending Dwapar till the Dwapar Yuga ends, and then they start appearing again. Twin flames, star seeds, they start appearing again after ascending Dwapar starts. So after 1900, in this whatever time frame that we are living in according to the calendars and dates, after 1900 is when on Earth the twin flame star seeds, light workers, they all started appearing, ascended masters. So there are definitely not so many, but superiority complex is something that we all refrain from. Now, as per this channeling session, I was being given this sort of task to clarify some points for some people who have this question, because after the age of 28, 27, 28, the first Saturn return happens, or some people have a child, or they have had more than one child with their soulmates, with their spouses. And in some cases, because we are different type of twin flames, different type of starseed life patterns and templates, for some people who are extremely attached with their family, who are the providers of their family, who have given their whole life for their family, and they've practically raised their whole family, such people also kind of finish off their duties by 27, 28. So they are very much attached to their family members, and they don't get married because of that. They will not live a life which ideally anyone would live. They stay away from the worldly world. They may be very social and friendly, but all of their energy goes into taking care of the family members. So either you are having a child with your soulmate, so you're putting all of your energy over there. In some cases, obviously, some people don't have that much authority, or the situations are not like that. Wherever the parents say the child gets married, be it the guy or the girl, or they get married very young, they are born in extremely patriarchal family, or matriarchal energy is very strong. Whatever it is, they're for their good interest, for their worldly interest, so that in the world they can do better. Materialistically, they can do better, or, in terms of having a social status in the world, they can do better. So the parents get them married off. So yes, 27, 28 onwards, all of these ties, they start loosening. And maybe with the children you will have a strong tie, but you will also become very mission oriented. You will of course be responsible. You have to be responsible. Twin flames are very responsible people. They are not crooks or cheats, or they are not people who cause unnecessary pain to others. If they do that, then they don't have the twin flame energy, because twin flames are very soft hearted, very loving people. And this doesn't mean they don't make mistakes either. They are not perfect also. So there has to be some kind of flaws they have, but in the core, in deep inside their hearts, they are very giving and loving. But because after 27, 28, their eyes start opening up. This is also the time frame when the vairagya starts happening. So when the vairagya starts happening, then a lot of people, they be like, what am I doing on this planet? Why am I in this career? Why am I making this money? Why am I in these relationships? Why is it also important for me? Or maybe because of their astrological charts, they will start seeing things around them, like in people, how people only connect with them for materialistic reasons and this and that. Now, if you're a bit younger in age and you feel that you have already awakened, say you are in your early 20s or you are in your late teens, and you already feel that you have some connection with the twin flame world, you have some resonance, then continue listening to me, because I don't want you to get so confused. You may still be very mature to understand all of the things that I'm saying, and on some levels these points will attract you very much, but by the end I will tell you that why you being so young, you are also in this world, you're also connecting with all these topics. I'll come to that. Okay, so a lot of people meet their twin flames in their late 20s, 30s, mid 30s, 40s, around 44, 50 something, even 60s, they can meet their twin flame and have some kind of profound experience that will drive them nuts, but still that will kind of help them out. So they'll question, because at a certain age people don't want to get into love or relationships or get into any complications. By the time they have seen the world enough and they are like, you know what, I just want to be happy now and I just want to be chill. I don't want to be into any such relationship where there's too much longing or too much confusion. Very few twin flames I have noticed, and I've personally spoken to also have this very interesting dynamic that they met when they were very young, they were teenagers. There's one lady who shared a very beautiful story with me, that she lived in a beautiful village down south. She met her twin, they were in love and everything was great, but a big fire happened in the village and everything got burned, and most people who made out from that fire, or they survived somehow, because a lot of their belongings were lost and some of the harvest was lost, and there was bad time for people. They made a lot of loss in because a lot of farmers, they depend on whatever produce they have, and many of them moved abroad. Many of them went away and they thought that it would be better to settle elsewhere. This person also got married and had another life, and there was no way that they would reconnect, she thought. So there was a person in her life when they were really young, they were still in their teens, but there was deep love, and because of destiny and because of all the pain, they got disconnected or they got separated. And then after so many years passed by, suddenly one fine day, there was one email or some friend connected with her and said, this person wants to get in touch with you, and etc, etc. Both parties were very happy and very shocked, but at the same time, now you have families and children and you have forgotten many things, but still the connection was there, and now it has turned into a very spiritual connection, and it's like everybody should just focus on their ascension and awakening. But people are there to motivate each other. That type of love also exists, and even such people, they reconnect very late. So yes, one of those cases can also happen with some people. But definitely twin flame connection or twin flame bug or twin flame energy will get activated in your life mostly after 27, 28, when you have experienced a lot of things, you have made a lot of friends, you have gotten heartbroken, you've gotten betrayed, like you've had best of both worlds, plus you have had good experiences, bad experiences, you're a much mature person, and now you want to do what you love, you are more authentic. There are lots of morals and values and principles also which you'll realize. So 27, 28 is literally the beginning. and then slowly and gradually another few years till you reach 35, 36 for some people. And then after that, one more level starts. So then starts the surrender and other stages. And for those people who start going through this not at 28 but say 30, 40, 50, much later, they also have a process, but the whole idea is to make sure that they figure out everything about love, about what love actually means in reality. And twin flame connection is an energetic connection. It is not a physical connection. Whatever you do energetically in your mind space, in your mental space, in your spiritual space, that has much more impact than whatever you do in physical reality. Like you might be writing messages or making phone calls, or you might be meeting in person, but that will have literally no impact. But what you do spiritually and mentally, that will have all the impact between your twin flame connection. And twin flame connection also is not a romantic connection, but it looks like a romantic connection. It can start from romantic thing, or it can start from a crush, or it can start from a liking. Even husband wives can be twin flames for sure. That also I have seen, and they can be in separation too, and they can be together too. They might be living under the same roof. So one has to actually be able to recognize this connection. Now, coming to the younger lot, the younger lots are those people who are awakened star seeds, and that's why I have said multiple times that there are also star seed twin flames. I have to use these labels and I have to use these words only for the ease of communication, not for superiority or inferiority sake. The awakened star seeds, because they are awakened at a young age, okay, the angelics, the people who are born with certain gifts and sensibilities, they are very, very soft hearted, they are very, very gentle, they are animal lovers at a very young age. They are actually, some of them ascend because of animals, because of the unspoken connection they feel. Some of them may not literally ascend because of a romantic connection, so they don't even need the romantic connection or the twin flame, so-called twin flame, to enter their energy field. For them, their own existence and what they feel in the worldly world, in the 3D world, they pick up stimulus from that, and they ascend accordingly because they are so much full of love. And such people, the younger lot, when I see them on my channel, they are working so hard, they always talk about inner work, they instantly pick up the solar plexus chant. This is one thing that I've noticed with the younger lot. I mean, to the people who are, above 40, 50, 60, or you can say even late 30s. 30s also, I think they pick it up. I've noticed they pick up the solar plexus chant, the Ram Nam chant very fast. But the younger lot surprises me the most because they pick it up the fastest. If I tell a teenager who is also in twin flame ascension journey, and I'm 100% sure this person is a starseed or an angelic, and I tell them about the solar plexus chant, I tell them that, you start chanting this mantra, they will start doing it, and immediately within a few days they will start writing to me about the profound experiences they've started going through, about the changes. So that makes me come to that conclusion that these people are activated since a very young age. I do get a bit excited, but there is a reason behind it, because they have other things to deal with. They have to deal with the job situation, which is not going to be easy for them. They have to still deal with the career, they have to still deal with parenting, and they have to still deal with love and a lot of things. And in today's world, they might face problems. So they need a certain other group of volunteers who've already done some kind of work. They want to take help from them, and they are very open to help. One more thing is, they are very loving. They are so loving, so pure. They never say a bad word. They don't say mean things to anyone. They don't get upset, and they're very eager to volunteer. They're very eager to help. They want to be of help to other people. And sometimes I feel that they personally don't want to do anything, because every time personally they try to do something, they feel like it's too much of a hassle or too much they have to do. So they somehow like to be behind the scenes. But if they are behind the scenes, they are very powerful, because they have a very calming energy, very calming, soothing, fun loving, funny, that type of people. So yes, the younger lot that I wanted to address, you guys also definitely connect with the twin flame subject, and you connect with it very deeply, because the way you see it, you don't see it like a physical manifestation thing is not very strong in you. So I think that's why it helps you more. The reason is, at this young age, you're not thinking about marriage, you're not thinking about having children, you're not thinking about a lot of those things that people at a certain age group would think. So you're actually free from those problems, you're free from those tensions. Right now your tension is more about career and this and that, and making your parents happy or others happy. But you feel like some of the 3D expectations don't match with your own personal thought patterns, and you don't think that all of the materialism around you or all of the consumerism around you is healthy. A lot of you also feel that this planet needs to heal. A lot of you are very sensitive towards rivers, and as I said, animals, plants. You guys want to grow your own food, you want to live very healthy. So the younger angelics, basically the reason why they get into twin flame energy is because their feminine side is very, very strong, their nurturing energy is very, very strong, and their logical brain is functioning well also. But they don't have that many experiences yet, so they need the experiences. But they do have the sensitivity, and they do have an open mind. They don't get like arrogant. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now coming back to 30s, 40s, 50s or 60s. Now, because you guys have the experiences, you have the situations, you have dealt with a lot of people, but what is happening with you is just the way these people still have to make the career and figure it out, and how the bread and butter works, and how the money works, and how the degree works. They're still struggling into that. You guys don't have that struggle, so you're very lucky in that you've already done it, and you've already that this doesn't even matter. But you don't want to confuse the younger lot. You don't want to tell them, you don't want to give them this message that it doesn't really matter. But you can always give them an inspiration that, look, I did something simple. You can tell them about your education pattern, and they can be chill about it. They don't have to worry about it, and they can simply choose whatever they love or whatever they like. But what you need to let go is that you need to let go your anger and your pain. Now, the younger, the angelics, the starseed twin flames also have anger. I know I praise them a lot, but they also have anger. Who doesn't have it? Their anger is different, your anger is different. Your anger is coming from the fact that a lot of people are negative on this planet, lot of people are betrayers, and you are not able to basically read people properly. You're not able to understand who's right, who's wrong, because you've been backstabbed so many times, or you've been through those negative experiences so many times. Like, now you're really confused when you meet a good person or a genuine person. You don't know if you should believe this person or you should trust this person or not. Okay, and for the angelics, the problem is that they are in a very loving environment for their understanding. They still have a small world of their family members. They still haven't stepped out. They still haven't, they're still meeting people. They still have to. Some of them are very social and friendly, and they also start making money at a very young age. So they may or may not, totally depends. But they also have this problem because they are so sensitive. They can speak the language of animals. They can speak the language of nature. So when they connect with human beings, they get a bit paranoid and they get a bit tired. They get uneasy around too many human beings. But the common factor with both these, I would say all age groups now, the younger lot, the mid 30s, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, not so much, but yeah, till 60 I can say. Maybe in a personal session I would be able to assess it more if age is a barrier for you. Then the reason why you guys all have this experience of twin flames is because you're here to bring a change on this planet, and you're here to figure out about love. Okay, there are also ascended masters who are very old earth souls, and they are here on this planet also for very big reasons. So they also awaken very early, or I don't know what is early. For some people it may be 20s is early, for some people 40s could also be early. It's all about gratitude. So all age groups need to have that attitude of gratitude, because ungratefulness is the biggest sin, number one. And number two, you're all here to practice forgiveness, because a lot of people are going to hurt you. A lot of people are hurting you at the moment, maybe in present situation also, and in future also people will hurt you. But your biggest gifts actually unlock when you forgive people. Yeah, I know it sounds very hard, it sounds very difficult, but your biggest gifts actually unlock when you forgive people. So whether it's about being in romantic situations, or it's just exploring love, or getting out of divorces, or handling children, co-parenting, or being single, never really choosing marriage never excited you, different people, different things, but all of them experiencing this amazing twin flame ascension journey, I can say that you definitely are very lucky, and what you are going through is very intense but also very amazing. And of course, all of you have a certain level of maturity in terms of being around people, but sometimes it gets a bit hard. So I think two things help you a lot: forgiveness and gratitude. And the main message of this particular channeling is to pass this on. Whosoever is struggling, wherever you're stuck, try to surrender to whatever it is. It is what it is, accept what it is, and let go of the things that you cannot control. Things that you cannot control, let it go. Forgiveness will show you a lot of clear insight, because once you forgive, you will not have expectations. Your energy will become very relaxed and easy. You'll have a smile on your face, and you'll actually realize that we all are toxic in some ways. So why be so toxic, And in many cases, I personally feel that everybody is a victim of another victim. We are all victims of victims. So the people who we are upset with, they may also be victims of someone else. And that someone else may also be a victim. So this is a generational curse. This is what generational curse is called in simple language. Generational curse passes down from one generation to another. And generational gifts are also like that. You might have people in your ancestry who are very gifted, very powerful, very strong, very spiritual. They were, ahead of their time, and they were also, people liked them. It was not like they faced challenges. They maybe also face challenges, and you see them as heroes. For some people, you might not even be aware about who your ancestors are, and you might be struggling with certain gifts because you don't know where is it coming from, or how is it coming from. But as you keep working on your solar plexus, you will magically be given the information who's who. With time, in due course of time, you will find out what is it all about. So whether you're a younger person or whether you're an older person, I'm literally in the middle of everyone. So I don't know, I think we all are young that way, and we all are old souls that way. We all are literally almost the same, because we're all a certain wave of volunteer. We are all representing a wave of volunteer on planet Earth, and we are here to contribute for the coming generation, and we are going to do it. Most of the people are going to do it. The plan is created in such a way. God's plan never fails, because God is the creator, source is the creator. Of course, if we rely on source, we don't fail. And if we are selfless and we don't have the doership. The third important thing is to let go of the doership. If you let go of the doership, I think you have really understood the whole point of why you're even there. So gratitude, letting go of doership, and forgiveness, 3 main points. So all the very best to all of you. For personal sessions, for energy readings, for tarot sessions, you can just check out the description box. All details are there. One request is, kindly do not share anything with me in advance on email about your journey, because then that interferes in the intuitive reading that I do. And for therapies also, all the information is given below. There's a new therapy that I've added to the list, and that is called releasing negative memories. So we can work on 3 negative memories, 3 really difficult memories that you can work with me on releasing them, removing them. You can check out that option also. So here I will take a leave. I will see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.